Good morning, day 23. We are doing an attic access. So I cut 4 plywood panels. 2 of them are at 22.5. The other 2, oh wait, I'll get to that. Needed nails. So the other 2 panels, the other 2 panels are 25.5. This one here is 25.5. So I have to go and cut, have to sawzall this 1x4 out of the way. Just one sec. I think that beam is, or that blade is tired. Okay, I think I'm ready to install the attic access now. I like to bin those in thoughts of other trades trying to squeeze up through the rafters and potentially hooking one of those nails. So I bin them over. So two blocks at 22.5, 2 panels at 22.5, and 2 panels at 25.5. That actually adds up to be 8 feet. Okay, that's that guy. And now that is the attic access. Okay, here we go, installing hangers. Pretty easy to do. I like it because you get to turn your brain off. Just waste time, I guess. Maybe a bad way to look at it. Just nailing off the hangers here. Oh. Putting towel bar backing in. So this is towel bar, that's toilet paper backing, and this, the vanity's here. This block is for a hand towel. So the mirror will be here, hand towel will be right here, sink right there. So just getting started on the drywall backing. I do it a little different probably than most. I tend to use a lot of subfloor actually. This here is actually tongue and groove plywood that I used on the deck. This is leftover. Remember, this has nothing to do with structure. It has to just hold the drywall. What I like about it is I can make it really wide so that the poly, insulation and poly is easier, and getting the drill for the board is way easier, way more room. So just wrapping up the drywall backing. There. Yeah, that makes it real easy to poly. For sure, lots to staple to. And then of course, getting the drill for the drywall ceiling sheets. I don't know, it's on site, so I just burn it up. All right, here I am on the covered deck. If you remember when I put these beams up and this soffit backing in, these stringers, this is incredibly flexible. Like, this isn't near enough to hold this soffit ceiling up. So what I'll do now is I cut blocks, and it's pretty simple. What I do is I take the width of the beam, that's 9.5 inches, plus the bottom chord of the truss, which is 3.5. So 9.5 and 3.5 is 13 inches. And then when I fasten these blocks, I make them flush with the top of the bottom chord and flush with this bottom of this ceiling, and then everything is the exact same height. So again, good time to burn up scraps. So 9.5 plus 3.5, yeah, 13. All right, let's put one of these guys in. So this is over 18 feet, so I'm going to put two suspender blocks. I don't know. We'll go here. Again, so flush with the top chord up here, so I can do that by feel. And then that looks good. One. We'll go right here. Again, by feel up top, make it flush. Perfect. So if I do that with every one, this thing will be perfectly 9.5 inches down, same depth as the beam. So imagine these ceilings are all blown with insulation. Varies in depth, depends on the R value that you want. So let's just picture like a 12 inches of blown in attic insulation. What I have to do is I have to stop that insulation from blowing out onto this soffit. So I build a wall up there with scrap lumber to create a stop for the blown insulation. So again, another great opportunity to burn up scraps. Just has to stop the insulation from pouring out onto the soffit. I'll have to do it on that side and finish this. Okay, so we're just coming down to the final few pieces here. It's also a great opportunity to hold the paper nice and solid. Okay, so one more piece and I'm almost done with all this. 17 inches. And it is turning out to be magnificent out here. Okay, pocket door. This is my last one. Take a quick measurement. 61 inches. That means it's a 2/6 door. I've opened the box. That track I have to modify because these pocket doors come in kits. And you can do a 2/4, a 2/6, a 2/8, and a 3/0 door. Fun fact, if it's a 3/0, you don't have to modify it. So, these are the studs. Put them on either side, 2 on either side of the door. These are the brackets that the studs will slip into. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's deal with this track a sec. This is the cardboard box it came in. That's where that belongs for now. Okay, this has to come off. Phillips screwdriver, you can tell it's American. If it was Canadian, you know what that would be. .26, I said. It's stamped on here. 2/6. Squared across. All right. Squared across. 2/6 is stamped here. Here's all your numbers, whatever door you're installing. So here's a 2/0, 2/4, 2/6, 2/8, 3/0. Okay, give this a haircut. peel these out. Be careful not to burn right through the track. That's important. I cannot wait to try to get a screw into that. Let's see how this goes. I might have to pre-drill this thing. Got it. Okay. Note, never ever touch this bag. It has nothing to do with us. This is above our pay grade. Don't ever touch it. Don't even look at it. Okay, I'm going to mark the center of this stud. So we're going to go 1 3/4 inches. 2 inch. This is where it's important to not install it backwards. I do that way too many times. Almost did it right there. Make sure it's all the way up to your sill, and you can put 2 2-inch nails in here. The bag that I mentioned before may have screws in it for this. Let me tell you this. If you cut that bag, I'll guarantee you most of those parts will go missing when it comes to the finisher. So that's why I do not touch that. Okay, so the track's up. Mark out, it's 30 inches. So back here, we're gonna go right in the middle of that. That's 14 1/4, and this is 30 inches. This one, hold on, I'll mark 14 1/4 up here. This clip I can install now. Precision is not necessarily required on that clip. There is two sides to this. If you see these little marks, those are generally the top. Well, they are the top. You must be watching. Stop watching. So I couldn't lay it out from over here, or I could line it up with the one behind it. Okay, this is where precision is required. You'll notice this clip is loose right now. It's not fastened at all. Insert the tabs into the slots. Take this guy and fasten it up here. Now grab your level. This falls right in between the red line, this tab and this hidden tab now. Okay, anyways, plumb it. Just about perfect. Just a smidge more. Yeah. Last stud. So that's that pocket door installed, done. Now in this case, there's an extra thing I need to do. I need to get backing here for the drywall. So when you do backing like this, it has to be no thicker than 3/4 of an inch. I've never measured one of these before. Yeah, 3/4 of an inch. No more, otherwise the door bumps it. Because the door will bump this stud. That's it. This is where the gas fireplace will go. What I'm going to do is we have to get it ready so I can frame it. But before I can frame for the fireplace, this all has to be insulated, polyed, and drywalled. So what I'm going to do right now, just to make that easier for everybody, I'm going to make this an 8'1" ceiling so that they don't need 9-foot board, because this is 9-foot ceilings. So I'm just going to quick a minute frame this in at 8'1" and 1/8. So, oh, hold on. Correct that. We're going to go to the bottom of this beam, which is 12.5. So all I need is one stick at 61. Okay, so to make it flush the bottom of that header, I need to come down 3 3/4. I guess instead of snapping a line, I can just mark it all. So that's done. Now the back. Now what's important is I need to make this header flush, so I need to put a stick in here. All I do is take a 2x4, it's a little gappy there. Okay. Okay, so that's complete. So now this will be insulated as if it's a ceiling, and the poly will come through, down, around. This will all be insulated, the poly, so on and so forth. And then they drywall that, and then I can frame my rough opening for my fireplace. So the rest of my day is pretty much going to be me bringing all that lumber back here. So the studs I'll lean into here, and the long plates I will lean into here. Yeah. That's 5 pieces. huh? Okay, so that's all my basement development material. So tomorrow I'll be getting started back here. Yeah, that's it for today. I think I'm gonna clean up and call it a day. So thank you for watching. You all take care, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.